What if I told you some of the highest protein foods on Earth weren't discovered in modern labs, but were written about thousands of years ago in ancient scripture? While most people rely on chicken, steak, and protein shakes, ancient civilizations were thriving on powerful plants, foods that fueled prophets, warriors, and entire empires. Some of these plants match traditional protein sources, others outperform them per calorie. And the final food on this list, number 15, is considered by modern science one of the most protein-dense foods ever studied. Stay with me, because number 6 was sacred to an empire and contains an amino acid most plants lack. Let's begin with one almost everyone ignores. Lentils appear in Genesis 25 when Esau trades his birthright for a bowl of lentil stew. That sounds foolish, until you understand the nutrition behind it. 1 cup of cooked lentils contains about 18 grams of protein, more than 2 eggs. But protein isn't their only strength. Lentils are rich in iron, fiber, and folate, nutrients that support steady energy and stable blood sugar. That's why lentils became a daily staple in many ancient diets. They weren't luxury food, they were survival food. And the next plant has been feeding civilizations for over 7,000 years. Chickpeas were cultivated across the ancient Middle East long before modern agriculture existed. 1 cup delivers around 14 grams of protein, along with fiber that slows digestion and keeps you full longer. But their real strength was versatility. They could be mashed into hummus, fried into falafel, ground into flour, or roasted into snacks that lasted for days. In ancient trade routes, foods that stored well and stayed nutritious were priceless. Chickpeas earned that role, and the next food fed both soldiers and farmers. In Ezekiel chapter 4 verse 9, a survival bread recipe is recorded using multiple grains and legumes. One key ingredient was fava beans. Dried fava beans contain 26% protein by weight, making them one of the most concentrated protein plants of their era. But their value went deeper. Fava beans improve soil quality by fixing nitrogen into the ground, making future harvests stronger. That's why Egyptian workers and Roman soldiers relied on them for centuries. And the next food wasn't just eaten, it symbolized life itself. Almonds appear in ancient records as symbols of renewal and strength. And nutritionally, that symbolism makes sense. A handful of almonds contains 6 to 7 grams of protein, plus healthy fats that slow digestion and control hunger. They also provide magnesium, a mineral linked to muscle function and energy production. Because almonds were compact yet powerful, they were often carried during long journeys. Small size, high energy, long survival value. And the next food was once valuable enough to be given as a royal gift. Number 5. Pistachios. In ancient trade, pistachios were considered a premium gift. That alone shows how valuable they were. 1 ounce contains about 6 grams of protein, plus antioxidants that support recovery. But pistachios contain something especially important, leucine. Leucine is an amino acid linked to muscle repair and tissue rebuilding. So these small nuts weren't just snacks, they supported strength. And now, we arrive at number 6, the sacred grain of an empire. Amaranth was sacred to the Aztec civilization. It was so valuable, invading forces once tried to ban its use. Why? Amaranth contains 14 to 18% protein, and it contains 1 rare amino acid, lysine. Most grains lack lysine, but amaranth does not. That made it a nutritional powerhouse long before modern science understood amino acids. Ancient warriors relied on this grain for strength and endurance. And the next seed contains all iron essential amino acids. Hemp seeds have been used for over 10,000 years, and nutritionally, they are remarkable. They contain around 30% protein, including all 9 essential amino acids, making them a complete protein, something rare in plant foods. Just 3 tablespoons deliver 10 grams of protein, but hemp also provides omega-3 fats that support brain and heart health. That's why this small seed continues to gain popularity today. And the next plant is called by many the miracle tree. Moringa grows in environments where many plants fail. Its dried leaves contain 25 to 30% protein, along with iron, calcium, and vitamin C. But what makes moringa powerful is resilience. In regions facing famine, this single tree has helped sustain communities. Fast-growing, nutrient-dense, extremely reliable. And the next grain fed millions long before modern wheat. Millet fed large populations for thousands of years. It contains about 11% protein, plus magnesium and phosphorus. Ancient societies often paired millet with legumes. Why? Because together they formed complete nutrition, balancing amino acids naturally. That combination was survival science long before laboratories existed, and the next grain thrived where others failed. Barley is one of the oldest cultivated grains. It became a survival crop because it could grow in harsh environments. Whole barley contains 12 to 14% protein, plus beta-glucan fiber known to support heart health. That fiber also slows digestion, keeping hunger under control. Reliable crops built reliable civilizations, and the next food was once valued as both food and medicine. Fenugreek seeds have been used for thousands of years. They contain around 23% protein plus compounds linked to stable blood sugar. But fenugreek was not only food, it was also used to support recovery after illness or injury. That dual purpose, nutrition and healing, made it highly valued. And the next seeds are among the easiest protein snacks available today. 12. Sunflower seeds, from 6 minutes 40 seconds to 7 minutes 10 seconds. Sunflower seeds contain about 20% protein, plus vitamin E and magnesium. Each sunflower produces hundreds of seeds, making it an extremely efficient crop. Easy to grow, easy to store, easy to transport. Efficiency like this made survival easier, and the next plant was used during times of hardship. Carob pods were often used as emergency food. They contain moderate protein and large amounts of fiber. That fiber helps stabilize blood sugar and support digestion. During difficult seasons, foods like carob made survival possible. And the next food supports one of the most important organs in the body, the brain. Walnuts were grown in ancient gardens across many regions. They provide healthy fats and moderate protein, but their biggest strength is omega-3 fatty acids. These fats support brain health and heart function. That is why walnuts were often associated with mental clarity and long-term strength. And now, we reach the final food, the most concentrated protein source on this list. Spirulina is not a grain, not a nut, and not even a traditional plant. It is a blue-green algae, and it is one of the most protein-dense foods ever studied. Spirulina contains up to 60 to 70% protein by weight, more concentrated than most traditional protein sources. Just 2 tablespoons deliver about 8 grams of protein, along with iron and powerful antioxidants. Modern scientists have studied spirulina as a possible food for long-duration space missions. Ancient cultures harvested it from natural lakes long before modern science understood its value. It remains one of the most efficient nutritional sources on Earth. So, the idea that powerful protein only comes from modern sources is not completely true. Many of these foods have existed for thousands of years, fueling civilizations, supporting survival, and sustaining life. Now I'm curious, which one surprised you the most? Was it lentils, amaranth, or spirulina? Drop your answer in the comments, and if you want more videos connecting ancient history with modern nutrition, subscribe and join us next time. Because some of the most powerful foods on Earth are not new at all, they're ancient.